before I set out to speak about real estate, I need to know what I'm working for. And you need to know what you're working for. So one of the things I considered was, okay, why am I doing this? I'm in real estate to make a living. What does that mean? So the more detailed I can be about that for myself, the better I'll be, the better equipped I'll be at coming up with the numbers and then producing my strategy to do that in real estate. So one of the things I think about was, okay, let's say I want to know how much it costs for me and my family to eat, for me and my family to have health care, for me and my family to live in our house, and to, let's say, have a car. I say, for me, $10 per person to eat per meal per day. So it's 365 days. Let's say it's $10,000 per year per person to eat. So that means for me, for a family of 5, it's $50,000. Then I got health care. For us, it's about $25,000. And then I got to live in our house. I'm paying my mortgage about $36,000 plus real estate tax and insurance is another $30,000. And then there's my car. My car costs about $10,000. So I add up these numbers, so that's $151,000. Now, that's what I have to earn after taxes today. So what about taxes? So taxes, let's say 40% tax bracket, right? So that means that this is 151 is 60% of what? 251. So I have to earn $250,000 a year today just to take care of my survival. So let's work with the 250. Now I take the 250 and I go, okay, something happens to me and I can't work. I have to produce $250,000 a year to take care of my family. So what does that sum of money have to be to generate $250,000? And the way we figure that out is typically over a long period of time, the stock market does 8% returns and there's 3% inflation, which nets you 5%. So conservatively, usually, in financial models, I say you could withdraw 4% so you can maintain the principal to be safe and so you can have enough money to live, right? So 250 is 4% of what number? $6,250,000 just in today's money, just to take care of my survival needs for my family. Okay, so now if I don't have that money, I got to subtract whatever I have from that, and then I got to divide it from by the number of years I have left to earn it. So I know I'm not going to work the rest of my life, so figure I'm going to work until 60. So I am 39 now. I have 21 years left. Let's say I didn't have any money and I have to produce this whole thing. And then divide it by the number of years I have left. $312,500 a year is what I have to save every year, right? In addition to my $250,000 just to take care of my survival needs. That's without inflation. So let's say I have to earn $250,000 a year every 24 years because at 3% inflation, my $250,000 is worth less, or I have to have twice as much to equal the same buying power. So really, when I'm 60, to take care of my survival, I'm going to be about 21 years away from that. So I have to have $12,250,000. And that's a big number. So that means I have to save almost $600,000 a year to get to that number. So clearly, my numbers ends up being around $1 million a year. So now I'm like, okay, how do I make that in real estate? How many deals do I have to do that? Create a plan. We want to create a plan to do something, always. Whatever it is, you need to know where you're going so that you know what to buy or what business to be doing and how you're doing at it. I encourage you for yourselves to take the time to work through how much money you need, really by when you can't work anymore. Now you don't want to be earning money, all the money, and then spending all the money, right? Because at some point, you're not going to be able to earn money. You have to have the money. Like Social Security, you can't count on that, and Medicare, right? Because the lifestyle at which you declared that you want to live, that ain't going to cut it. So I encourage you to figure that out and then work from there for yourself.